You have people so frustrated about their own money, about their own goals, about their own, like, their own finances. You making them look really tired out. They work hard, but they still don't look as good as you. They still can't juggle as much as you. They still don't have as much options in the background as you. They're not smiling. Meanwhile, you are. Okay? You were made for this. Now, they wanted to put you in a way where you would be a prisoner of your mind, but you're not. You're not. You're far from that. You may look good in red, green, or orange. Even yellow looks good on you. Yeah, they wanted you stuck in third parties, but you're not. They wanted to break up even a love connection, or a love connection did break up. They even wanted you to be in partnerships that weren't aligned for your purpose. But you chose yourself. You chose yourself. You always choose yourself. You're that woman, okay? You always choose yourself. You have gifts that are handed down to you from the other side, okay? You've been through a lot of backstabbing, a lot of pain, and this is why the gifts just keep rolling in, gift after gift after gift. You have a lot of men or women who come towards you trying to give you these small cups that don't have much in it. They're not the cups are never overflowing, and then they get angry at you because their cups don't have much in it. They get angry. I feel like a thief came into your life and tried to offer you a small cup, right? Thinking that you would not recognize their bullshit. Yeah. And unfortunately, they were running from their own demons. They were running from their own stress. It had nothing to do with you. Yeah, they're still angry. They tried to make you angry. Like, they tried to make you take on their anger. Now, you have other people who try to come in your life with cups of love, but they may not have a lot. They may not have the right things that you're looking for. They may lack in some department. They may carry baggage from the past, okay? And these people who come to give you a cup of love, they see you. But you kind of ignore these people. So I would say that you sometimes tend to pick some really, you know, unworthy people. And then the ones who are somewhat worthy, you see yourself as being too big for them. You see yourself as, I can't take up another person right now. That's how you see it. Like, I can't do this right now. But that's the one you should choose. It's this one you should choose, who's got the cup of love and maybe a little bit of baggage, maybe a little bit of baby weight, baby weight, belly weight. Maybe they have kids. Maybe they wear their heart on their sleeve, but they're a giver, just like you. Or there's somebody who have more than just a cup. They got love. And that could be something you've been in the need of. You have all this abundance. Your name sprinkles money. Your name sings money. Your presence sings money. You never run out of victory. I just heard victory is mine. Yeah. And who you are in the spirit realm is, I just heard untouchable. You're untouchable in the spirit realm. You got people working from you. You got people working for you from different nationalities. You have people working for you from different places. And the Holy Spirit is actually guiding you now at this time in your life to let go. Let go of all these people who brought you down. Let go of all these people who insistently come towards you because they know who you are. They come towards you asking if you can relieve them of their heavy burdens, not knowing that you have to constantly be replenishing. You have to constantly be setting things up in the spiritual realm, debating with the Almighty if they're deserving of being freed from their ways. And then you have to go and build stepping stones in the kingdom of, oh my Jesus, in the kingdom of heaven. You have to go and build the plan for these people so that they can come out of their wounded cycles. Yeah. And some of them, they don't have much to offer you to come out of these wounded cycles. They don't have enough money. They don't have enough time. They don't want to put in the work. They want you to hand it to them because they see you as, you know, the story, the tortoise and the hare. They see you as someone who has long-term benefits. Okay, their benefits come short-term and dwindle real quick. As soon as they get it, it goes in one pocket and out the other. As soon as you get it, it's like you got it over here, over there, over there, over there. You're investing all the time. You are making connections all the time. You have a seat at every single table. And these people notice that. You get along with everybody, the young, the old, the insecure, the happy, the unhappy, the wise. You're a humanitarian. So there could have been someone who is disappointed because they actually sat at your table, and they could be disappointed. You see how they're both like armored up? You could be armored up, they could be armored up. There's something about you guys being on the same team, but I think you put this relationship to sleep. You put this person to sleep. They want to know when you'll come back. They want to know. It's almost like they want to know if you're going to kiss them. Sleeping beauty. Why are we getting all these story tales? So, the tortoise and the hare, you outshine the fast ones. You outshine the ones trying to race for fame and fortune. Your consistency and your slow march has got you where you are. And these people who may have been living a fast life, you know, following the cartwheel. That's what I'm hearing. Following the ways of the cartwheel. Like the cartwheel goes round and round and round. They ended up in a position where they're unhappy. They're not understanding you. They're trying to figure out how you became this great oracle, this great seer, this great understander, this builder. How did you get in this place? This could even be like, you know, a family member, a parent. You could sit at the same table as your parents, and at one point your parents are looking at you like, wow, you've done more than I could have done in 10 years. By the time I reached your age, I wasn't where you were at. And that bothers them, you know? There could be someone in your corner that misses you, and they're sleeping now. They're sleeping now because whatever they were sitting, eating and drinking at the table confidently, right? It put them to sleep. They took up the wrong drink. Someone could have swapped their drink. Somebody could have given them something to go and sleep on. You know, you don't need this, you don't need that. Here, come and live this life. And now they're suffering. They're suffering. Their maturity hasn't continued. Someone could have put a spell on this person as well, so that they stay narrow-minded and lacking. So you have other suitors, you have other females, you have other entrepreneurs, you have other high level people interested in you, and they have a lot in their cup, and they don't just give it away so easy. They could have grandchildren. They could have a lot of sponsors. They could have a lot of small investments. Those people are looking at you. Those people right here, they're looking at you walk away from things. They're looking at you transition. They're looking at you growing and changing. They are looking at you moving away from small-minded things. They can see that your future will be something that they could put down here to invest in as well. There's some people that want to call you that don't even have your number. There's some people that want to email you that don't have your email. There's some people that want to get to know you that don't have no idea the direction you're going, but they have confidence it's going to lead to purpose. It's going to lead to some sort of benefit for everybody. And they want to be a part of that. Okay. Now, the people in the background that want you to show up places, the people in the background, they don't know about this. And even if they do know about this, it's causing turmoil. And it's only causing turmoil because they don't understand. They don't understand. How is it that you can call judgment without even having to lift a finger? How is it that you can still create? Ooh, look at that. They don't want you to know this. How is it that you can still, whoa, let me take these cards off the board. Okay. How is it that you can still create? How is it that you could still shine? How is it that you could still show up? How is it that God has your back so much? Because you're one of his angels. You're one of his earth angels. He gives you the assignment and you come down to earth. You transition into yourself, okay? Into your fleshly self, and you say, okay, this is the plan that God has made. This is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. That the Lord has made. We will rejoice. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. House rules. Rules that have been written. People DMing you. People messaging you. Remember we had said there's someone out here in these streets that wants to message you and they don't even have your contact information. Like, that's how much is going on. That's how much people are interested in you. Okay? You somehow have a lot of books. You could have a lot of secret knowledge. You could sit upright. You could have doctrines and belief systems that have been passed on to you from generations to generations before you. You have had teachers tell you things that they wouldn't tell the rest of society. And this is what has made you such a great individual. You can now mentor those. You can now be in a position with secret knowledge. And that's why God chose you to be down here. Look, as above, so below. He sends you down here to do exactly what you're supposed to do. And even there in the background, it looks like wings. Okay? So continue to mentor people. If you're somewhere where you're mentoring, continue to do that. Your wisdom is received so kindly. You have the gateway answers to secret knowledge. And I'm gonna be honest, this is why they're mad. This is why they're mad that you don't show up. Because hey, if you show up, you'll naturally share this knowledge to everybody. It's part of your it's part of your birthright. You know what I mean? You're like, all right, do this, boom, 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 boom. Delegating is never an issue for you. People just think that you're out here giving freely. They just think you're out here giving freely. You're just giving freely and that you don't have a purpose behind it. Almost like you're begging friends. Okay? The turtle was moving slow but had a purpose, and everyone laughed at the turtle. Everyone denied the turtle. I'm being called to let you know that just because the Empress does not show up does not mean that she's not the Empress. Her castle still stands. There are times where you do not need to go to war. The war will start without you. And God will still cover you. God will put that blood over your head and over your mind and over your body and over your house and over your children and over your car. I'm hearing dragon's blood is needed for some of you guys. Put some dragon blood in some mop water, clean your house, put some dragon water in a spray bottle. Okay? Look at that. The devil. You got these people running. You got these people running. Even the devil's running from you. The devil has now come to understand you're not picking sides anymore. There's no in between. You know your position. Hakasele no taka. You know your position. And although he's trying to tempt you, he knows your position stands. You've signed your heart away to the Almighty. You've done it. And you've done it over and over and over again. I'm hearing, what shall I do today? What shall I do today? What shall I do today? What shall I do? I'll start a new adventure by stepping on the devil's head. I'll wake up all his gremlins and then they'll go to bed. They will be enchanted by everything I'm purposed. I'll have Pluto's dog. Why am I hearing Tintin and Pluto? Or is that his name? I don't know. All right. I'll have your fake boyfriend falling on his ass. The children in the background will be suffering as well. What shall I do today but keep on working? What shall I do today but keep on working? I know there's plans you're setting up. I know the wrong people are coming to get me. They're coming to get me. The wrong people are coming to get me. Yeah. They're going to try and throw options in your face more and more and more again, just to have you go in a spiral, just to have you, you know, leave where God has positioned you. Yeah. They want you to have that one cup and look at yourself and say, this is all I'm deserving of. This is the life I have to live. This is the stagnation I have to remain in. You can also feel like your body is uncomfortable. You could have body aches. You could have nerve pain. At this time, these people constantly talk, talk. You know, I hear some of them even say, like, oh, where's the Empress that brings justice? Oh, where is Tommy who does this? Oh, where's this? Where's that? Where's she? Where's he? Oh my God, where's the law bringer? Where's the law bringer? Where are they at? Where are they? How come they're not here tonight? How come they're not here today? What are they doing? And you're out here in these streets manifesting everything that you want for your future. You're doing your very best trying to catapult into the future and keep these people right where they belong. All the death that they wanted for you is coming for them. All the choices that they wanted you to take on, you know, can you help me with this? 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 You're letting people have to make their choices. Walk away from things that they don't want to walk away from, or stay in things that are going to destroy them anyways. You have someone watching you, as always. But I feel like this person has a foundation already and a lot of good luck. Yeah. He may like the islands. He may be dressed in blue. There's a lot of loyalty surrounding him and a lot of fire. He could be a fire sign. He has his own crown, but he doesn't have a lot of supporters. Yeah. This man would like to give to you. And if this is a woman, if you're a man, if this is a woman, she too would like to give to you. She too sees a future, right? Where there's grandchildren and the whole 9 yards. There's a future. Look, there's a lot of blue. So there's somebody who's interested in giving you a union. There's somebody, you know, who's very wise and has a lot of good luck, but not a lot of friends. Who likes to travel, could be connected to the islands, could have some culture that is different from yours or similar. And they want to bring, I heard they want to FUCK like rabbits. Okay. They want to bring blessings to the grandparents. The grandparents are on their way out. So this would be a blessing for your life. Is there anything else my subscribers and followers need to know? You were made for this. You were made for this world that we live in. You were made to have your own castle. Even if you don't like the current castle you're in right now, you were made to have your own castle. A lot of people can't afford a home right now, but God's going to give you one. Whether it's now, today, next week, 2 weeks, 3 years, 5 years. You were made to come upon past people in your life to try to belittle you. You were made to come upon family members who want to see you shine, but only if it's with them. You were made to transition out of certain homes. Maybe you had to house hop. Maybe you had to transition out of different workplaces. You were made to have your own strength, not the strength that other people created for you. You were made to be able to see beyond the fluff, the dark things that nobody shows you, the happy things that nobody shows you. You were made to have money in your pocket at all times. You are also made to climb different territories, to go different places, to travel and meet different people, to bring about change, not only just for all these people, because don't believe that they're not changing. They are. They will be affected by this. They will have, how do I say, they will be the collateral damage that comes when you decide to walk into your prosperity because you walk with God. Because you walk with God, God's saying, come onto this side, where the abundance lies. And because you're going to go through this and walk through this side, this narrow gate, because you're going to walk through this narrow gate where God has positioned you to receive everything that He has for you, all these people are going to be, but how do we get in there? But how do we do that? But when did you get that key? How did you make that connection? I thought things were going bad for you. A lot of these people did things that went against the rules. Look at that. A lot of these people worship the moon instead of the Almighty. A lot of these people are losing because they did things against God's law. They sought for fame and fortune. Lobster was not always a delectable thing. It wasn't like a delicacy. It wasn't always, I don't know what delectable means, but it wasn't always a delicacy. And only that truth is now coming to the surface. All they had to do was follow the kingdom, follow the rules, and they would be happy. They would be happy. Some of these people tried to say, the universe is in control. It's not God. The universe is in control. It's not God. Once again, Empress energy. They can't move you. They can't move you because you seek to explore powerful, cultural, symbolical, material meaning to everything you do. You say, God, is this what you want me to do? You protect yourself from consumer fraud. You don't go everywhere and do everything and spend everything. Your energy is like citrine. It brings positivity everywhere. There are people upset because you carried them through a season of pain. And they want to know. They want to know what you doing. They want to know, what are you doing? Now that you're not around in their life, what are you doing? What are you doing now? What are you doing? Where's your time? Where's the time you invested in them? Why has it left them? But guess what? You see, because you helped them, let's switch this up. You see, because you helped them out of this pain, you see, because you helped them out of this pain, you now have to go and recharge. You now have to go and banish. You now have to go and uplift yourself. You now have to go and purge. You now have to see. You now have to go and see. Too many cards fell out. You have to look again, citrus. You now have to go and see what is necessary. You may need to bathe in citrus and rosemary, boil it out. You may need to harmonize your energy. You may need to gain back your control, your peace. You have to remember that there is nothing ordinary about you. You are not just a mere mortal. You were created for a noble and wonderful purpose. You are the daughter of the Most High. And you now have to remove black magic because you took on their burdens. You took on their burdens. You're like, another day is gone. I'm still on. How could this be? Whoo! You're not here with me. Na 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 na. Look, these people dried out your energy. They dried it out. They dried it out. This ain't lost. I want to build trust. They want to be a daddy. Look, they don't want just a baby. They want your heart. They want your heart. And then they want a baby. They want a baby that looks like Garfield. Maybe you have like golden hair. So they want their kid to have golden hair. All right. They said, I did not give you enough of me. Wow. Some of them even wish that you would post them on your social media. They wish. They wish. You got me wishing and humbling. Some of y'all are way too busy helping family and work. You're helping people at work. You're helping, you're like, that snake energy got to go. Okay, you could be saying like, okay, like they could be messaging you, they could be reaching out to you. People could be like, are you gonna show up to the event? And you're like, no, I'm good. I'm good. People could be literally doing spells to get you to come to their event, come to their house, come to their area. They could be manifesting you, and you're like, no, I'm out here being a Black Madonna. Okay, I'm out here being a Black Madonna, and I don't have to move. I don't have to move. These people want to talk to you so bad. People want to talk to you so bad. People want to talk to you so bad. So bad. Yeah, look at them. They're very deceitful, conniving. They're watching you. How come she didn't show up? How come they didn't come through? What are they doing? Manifesting without me? Can I have some of that manifestation? No, she won't give it to us. She won't give it to us. Oh, we're left for dead. While she's over here smiling on Halloween and at Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. She'll be opening prizes soon. She'll be opening things. Wow, she's healing without us. Oh no, there she go again. There she go again. We've got to do something. We've got to. Do you think we can come up with enough things to do in time before she gets this abundance? Do you think? Ho, ho, ho. Let's try to scheme up something in time. Will they make it? Holy Spirit, will they make it? No, once again, you're going to keep pushing on. And your Christmas is going to be nice. And this person, I'm hearing wedding, engagement, man of stature, woman of stature, someone poised, a lawyer, police officer, someone high ranking is going to give you options. They're going to give you options. They're going to give you options. Options to go in avenues, different directions. Or this is just the Most High saying, I have many options for you, despite the heartbreak they brought into your life. I even have a love that you don't know is coming in. Something that'll bring you much more stability and security and confidence. Something that you can like put your fingers in. That's what I'm hearing. You could put your fingers in because you know it'll stand the test of time. It'll stand the test of time. It'll go further than you expected it to go. You're going to have objective thinking and less emotions. You're not going to do what they expected you to do all this time. And you weren't doing it before. Your beauty is just immaculate. It's immaculate. You're being called to use some Florida water. You're also being called to be wise. Be wise. Be wise, my daughter. Be wise. Again, we're going to close it out right there. Oh, look, she's falling. I'm falling head over heels. I'm falling and I can't get up. Don't want to get up. You are always going to remain the Empress. No one's going to stop your Empress energy. No one's going to take away your ability to be you. No one's going to shake you to do things that they want you to do. You are going to deliver what is necessary for society to know, hear, and feel. And an Empress doesn't waver. She doesn't have to move if she doesn't want to move. She's very beautiful. She's very abundant. She surrounds her life with abundance, wonderful people, nice people, kind people. Every day is a life of pleasure. You know, the world is at her fingertips. She can get up and go, or she can stay put. She accepts her role as a mother or as a friend or a provider. And even sometimes when people are up in her energy, she has a way to combat and help people heal unknowingly. She keeps people safe. Okay. The Empress is the embodiment of femininity, not even the queen, the Empress. Okay, and recommends represents, why am I saying recommends? Maybe she recommends you to go drinking. She recommends you to go partying. She recommends you, now you can go out. That's what I'm hearing. Now you can go out. I'm hearing her say, now you can leave the house. Okay. She has everything. She has food, she has shelter, she has comfort, she has a nice couch. She doesn't take advantage of her own generosity. She says yes, and you know, when she sees that someone's about to slip up, she pulls back. You know, she might be very charitable, but she can also be like, hey, hold up, mister. You know, she reminds me of, you know, that woman at the bar you go to. She owns a small bar and everything just goes smooth there. There's never any fights, there's never any quarrels, and when it is, it's like she's got something to like nip it in the butt to stop that from happening. She'll send you in a cab quicker than you have time to fight. Okay, you don't know the weapons that she may have behind the bar. You don't know her strength. You don't know her strength. She's an Empress. She knows a little one too. She got that Florida water and that wisdom. Okay? That wisdom. She knows how to think with the triangle. She knows how to think on her feet. Y'all got to be intimidated of the Empress sometimes, because the Empress knows things that, you know, Paige will never even come to understand, no matter how cynical and no matter how paranoid, no matter how ignorant they become. There's somebody who is looking for this knowledge, right? I know everything. My spiritualist told me. They don't know everything. They can't see your feet. They can't see your feet. They don't know what's underneath your table. They don't know that you know how to fight. They don't know. We out.